Retro Rob's gaming videos.
Retro Rob here, and this is a review of Discourse by Alchemy Labs. Yeah, Discourse is spelled D-Y-S-C-O-U-R-S-E. You know, like dysfunctional and discourse in one word. That's kind of clever, isn't it? Come on. Anyway, Discourse is a choose-your-own-adventure game. It's a little bit like those old D&D books, where a choice you make sets the whole story off into a different direction. Now, this is a little bit more nuanced than that. All sorts of things can affect what happens. Basic premise of the story is that your main character, Rita, wakes up after being in a plane crash and finds 5 other survivors. The whole idea is to get as many characters as possible to survive the island. Now, I've never gotten them all to survive. Sometimes I want to kill some of them anyway. There's all sorts of different personalities on there, and some of them are more annoying than others, and some of them I just kind of like to see die. Graphically, the game looks great. Even here where I've got it on low settings because I'm actually recording on the machine instead of using a separate recording device, it looks really nice, crisp, and clear. The art style is something I like. I've seen it before, and I'm thinking it was in a roguelike game I was playing for a while. Well, anyway, I like the look of it. Sound-wise, it's got a really good soundtrack. You can't hear it here because, you know, it's YouTube and they go after me anytime I play any kind of music. I bet if I whistled here, they'd probably flag this video. But anyway, yeah, the sound's really pretty good. It took me a while to get used to the player speech, which really isn't speech. It's just kind of a wah, 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 wah thing. Kind of like adults in the Peanuts cartoons or else in The Sims. Yeah, talk a lot like in The Sims. I did get used to it after a while, and actually when I played it with my wife, I found that it made it more fun because we could discuss some of the plot points before we made decisions. By the way, I highly recommend you play this with another player. Maybe not the first time, but definitely after the first time, because it's kind of funny to see how different people make different decisions in this game. And it's especially fun if you have more than one person and you decide together on what path they should take, and laugh as things go terribly wrong. Which they will, because it's that kind of game. Control-wise, the game will control with an Xbox 360 controller or your keyboard and mouse. No preference here as it's not an action game, and you don't really have to worry about timing or anything. I preferred playing with the Xbox controller because I like to sit away from my laptop. By the way, the controls are really super simple. It's just basically analog stick or the WASD and one button. You do walk around a bit, but most of the action happens in the menus. There's 1 or 2 timed events, but literally, it's just, I have to select an action from the menu and hit the A button, or the space bar. Discourse has pretty decent replay value. The storyline changes pretty dramatically depending on the changes you make. Just who you talk to, or what order you decide to take an action, can have a serious effect on who lives or dies, and what direction the story goes. By the way, your decision to actually be in a place during an event does not necessarily mean that you're going to get a better outcome. In fact, sometimes it's better not to join on an event if you want it to go well. Take it from me, really. Playing the game over again also allows you to learn way more about the characters as different interactions reveal different parts of their storyline. All in all, Discourse is a pretty darn solid game, if you like this kind of thing. I mean, if you're an FPS nut, this is not going to be your game. The $15 price point is a little bit steep, but if you're looking for a game just to sit back and relax with, maybe a friend or two to share the experience, Discourse is a pretty good game to spend some time with. I give it the thumbs up. Discourse is available on Steam for Windows, Mac, and Linux.